In this lecture, we shall discuss about remaining part of this chapter. And next topic is Fleming left hand rule. By using Fleming left hand rule, we can find the direction of force. According to Fleming left hand rule, if first three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other, it means first three finger, you can see thumb, forefinger and middle finger. All three fingers are perpendicular, mutually perpendicular to each other. If if this forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, this middle finger is in direction of current, then thumb shows the direction of force. Here the definition is given, and this is the figure related to Fleming left hand rule. You can see this forefinger, middle finger and thumb all are perpendicular, mutually perpendicular to each other, and this forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, middle finger is in direction of current, then thumb will show the direction of force. Now, next topic is force on a current carrying conductor in magnetic field. Whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. It means, suppose I have a magnetic field. This is a uniform magnetic field. If I place a current carrying conductor in this magnetic field, suppose this is a conductor, suppose this is a conductor in which current I is flowing. Then this conductor experiences a force, and the direction of force can be obtained by using Fleming left hand rule. According to Fleming left hand rule, if forefinger is in direction of a magnetic field, this middle finger is in direction of current, then this will show the direction of force. So we can apply Fleming left hand rule here. Okay, forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, and this is the direction of current, it means upward. Okay, this will be the direction of current, then this thumb will show the direction of force. It means force acts inward the blackboard, okay, on this conductor. So by using Fleming left hand rule, we can find the direction of force. Now I am going to start a very important topic, electric motor. Electric motor. Electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Okay, electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Next, its principle. Principle. Whenever a current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field then it experiences a force. This is the simplest principle on which electric motor works. Next, its construction and working. This is the figure related to construction of electric motor. Electric motor generally consists of two strong pole pieces of magnet N and S. A rectangular coil A, B, C, D of insulated copper wire is placed between these pole pieces of magnet. One end of rectangular coil is connected to commutator X and other end of rectangular coil is connected to commutator Y. Okay. Commutator is a device which reverses the direction of current in each half rotation. Okay. Commutator X is connected to carbon brush B1 and commutator Y is connected to carbon brush B2. Carbon brush conducts electricity between stationary wires and rotating wires through commutator. Okay. Carbon brush B1 is connected to the battery through key. Okay. This is the construction of electric motor. Now it's working. Let's start about this. It's working. Okay. When key is closed, then current is flowing in this coil A, B, C, D. Okay. As we know, inside AB current is flowing upward and inside CD current is flowing in downward. Okay. And as we know, when current carrying coil placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a force. So this side AB experiences a force, but we don't know about the direction of force. We can find the direction of force by using Fleming's left hand rule. According to Fleming left hand rule, if forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, middle finger is in direction of current, then thumb will show the direction of force. So we can apply Fleming left hand rule here, because magnetic field moves from north to south. So this is the direction of magnetic field, or current flowing in upward direction. So this is the direction of current. Then force will invert the blackboard. Okay. Now let's discuss the force on CD. Again, this will be in direction of force, magnetic field. This will in direction of current. Then this will show the direction of force. So yes, this is the direction of force. It means outward the blackboard. So you can see these equal and opposite force. forms a couple and turg which rotates this ABCD in this magnetic field. Okay, after half rotation, commutator change reverse the direction of current, and in the direction of current in AB and CD reverses, and finally this this rectangular coil rotates continuously in magnetic field, this magnetic field. Okay, this is the main working of electric motor. Now I am going to start electromagnetic induction. Before starting electromagnetic induction, we should know about magnetic flux. Magnetic flux, and its definition is total number of magnetic field lines passing through a surface normally is called magnetic flux. Flux phi, it is denoted by phi. Okay, it means the number of magnetic field lines passing through a surface normally means suppose this is a surface and magnetic field lines are passing like this, then the total number of magnetic field lines passing this surface normally is called magnetic flux. Okay, now let's start another very important topic, electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. Induction. Electromagnetic, and its definition is whenever a magnetic flux through a coil changes an induced EMF and hence induced current is induced in the coil This phenomena is called electromagnetic induction. Let's understand above definition by taking an example. Suppose I have a coil and this coil is connected to a galvanometer. Galvanometer is a device by which we can detect current in any circuit. Okay. Suppose I have a bar magnet N and S. This bar magnet and coil is placed close to each other. And as we know, magnetic field lines originate from North Pole. So some magnetic flux will also pass through this coil. If this bar magnet is at rest, then there is no deflection in this galvanometer. It means there is no current in this coil. If we move towards this coil, then magnetic flux through this coil will change, and according to Faraday's law, changing magnetic flux produced an EMF, and its value is E equal to minus d phi by dt. Okay, it means this induced EMF produces current in this circuit, and in this case galvanometer is deflected. In second case, when we move backward, then again we find magnetic flux changes, and changing magnetic flux produced EMF in this coil, and induced current is produced in this coil and detected by galvanometer. Okay, so we can say that changing magnetic flux produced a EMF and hence induced current in the coil, and this phenomena is called electromagnetic induction. I am going to start another important topic, Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule generally gives the direction of induced current in the conductor. According to Fleming's right hand rule, if thumb, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular to each other, and if this forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, thumb is in direction of motion of conductor, then this middle finger will show the direction of induced current. Okay, this is the figure related to Fleming right hand rule. Thumb, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular to each other. Here you can see forefinger is in direction of magnetic field and this thumb is in direction of motion of conductor, then this middle finger will show the direction of induced current. This is the definition related to Fleming right hand rule. Okay, for starting electric generator we should know about alternating current and direct current. Now alternating current means AC. Alternating current. AC. An electric current whose magnitude changes continuously with time and direction reverses periodically is called AC, alternating current. This is the graph related to AC. Suppose in this axis time is given I. Then okay, you can see the magnitude of alternating current increases here and then decreases, and it again increases in reverse direction and again decreases. This is the graph related to alternating current. Now next, DC, it means direct current. Direct current, DC, and its definition is an electric current which flows with constant magnitude and in the same direction is called DC. This is the definition of direct current. It means an electric current which flows with constant magnitude and in the same direction is called DC. We can understand it by this graph. This is time axis and this is in this direction magnitude is given. So its graph will be like this. Electric generator. Electric generator. Electric generator means the device which generates electricity is called electric generator. There are two types of electric generator. First one is AC generator and second one is DC generator. AC generator produces AC current, alternating current, and DC generator produces direct current. First, I am going to discuss about AC generator. AC generator. A device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. But in AC, alternating current, you can write here AC is called AC generator. Now its principle. And its principle is whenever whenever magnetic flux linked with coil changes, whenever a flux linked with a coil changes, induced EMF and hence induced current is produced in the coil. This phenomena is called electromagnetic induction. It means electric generator works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Now its construction. This is the figure related to construction of AC generator. AC generator consists of two strong pole pieces of magnet N and S. A rectangular coil A, B, C, D of insulated copper wire is placed between strong pole pieces of magnet N and S. One end of rectangular coil is connected to slip ring S1 and another end is connected to slip ring S2. Okay. Slip ring S1 is connected to carbon brush B1 and slip ring S2 is connected to carbon brush B2. This carbon brushes is connected to galvanometer G. Galvanometer is a device by which we can detect the current in any circuit, and by using this galvanometer we can find the direction of current also. Okay, this is the construction of AC generator. Next, its working. Suppose this rectangular coil is rotating anti-clockwise direction in this magnetic field by using an external agent. Okay, if this rectangular coil is rotating in between N and S, then magnetic flux will change, and as we know, a changing magnetic field produces induced current in this coil, and the direction of current is obtained by using Fleming right hand rule. If this coil is rotating anti-clockwise direction, then side AB is moving inwards and side CD is moving upward. So we can apply Fleming right hand rule here. According to Fleming right hand rule, if this forefinger is in direction of magnetic field, this thumb is in direction of motion of conductor, then this shows the direction of induced current. So we can find that this is moving inward, so and magnetic field from N to S. So this is the direction of current. It means direct current will produce in this coil in this direction. Okay, and we can apply Fleming right hand rule here. So we can find this is moving upward and magnetic field lines like from N to S. So we can apply yes. So current in CD will be in this direction, and so current sorry. So we can find the direction like this this will be the direction of current. Okay, after half rotation this side CD will be at here and this side AB will be here, then direction of current will reverse. In this case we find the direction of current like in opposite direction. Okay, and as we know AC generator produces alternating current and alternating